Do you know what, Taurus? As soon as you become aware of this potential growth on the 6th of January, listen to me very carefully, okay? This is important. As soon as you become aware of this potential growth on the 6th of January 2024, you are at that moment in time going to reclaim your mind. At that moment in time, you are going to reclaim your mind. And this means that was something bothering you so much and affecting you in a really, really bad way. And this on the 6th of January, it's going to allow you to snap out of it as well. So that's why I'm saying, when you become aware of this potential growth, at that moment in time, this is not only the beginning of a birth of some kind of creation here, but it's a lot to do with you reclaiming your mind as well. Your spirit is about to awake, and once your spirit awakes, you are going to feel this desire to change. You will move forward with an open heart. On the 17th of January in particular, there is going to be a very, very important and mind-blowingly surprised opportunity, which is going to be connected to this. And this opportunity, it's also going to make you aware of the fact that there are going to be two paths ahead. The path number one, do you want to go through what you went before? Do you want to do things that makes you feel sad and negative and unhappy? Path number two, do you want to take this on? Do you want to start new journey? Do you want to start a new beginning? I think the answer is pretty obvious. You want to start a new beginning, and that's the path that you need to go for. When it comes to numerology, sorry Taurus, when it comes to numerology, my gorgeous Taurus, your number is going to be number 366. Number 366 is your number. And that means the bottom line is that this in itself is going to be very successful. And it also means that by the time you get to April 2024, you are going to be happy like never before. And the achievement that you are going to have, it's gonna be completely out of this world. This is both going to reflect on your emotions, on your optimism, on your contentment, as much as it's going to reflect on your finances and your financial situation as well. Absolutely brilliant indeed. So the number 366 is only confirming how important this is going to be. Not only successful, but important when it comes to emotions, your feelings, and your money and finances as well. Absolutely brilliant. My gorgeous Torini, what else I was going to say to you, for example, when it comes to the actual nutrition and health, just please keep on taking something to boost your immune system, because you are going to need it. So you're going to need something like organic camu camu, which is going to give you a natural vitamin C. You're going to need something like natural vitamin D3 with K2, which is going to help absorption, but you're also going to need a natural zinc picolinate, which is a highly absorbable version of zinc. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor or your GP. Only they can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications, my gorgeous Torini, or not. But you are going to need something to boost your immune system. And also, you are going to have a little bit of sensitive bones. So, with everything I've said so far, just do take magnesium, natural magnesium and calcium if you possibly can as well. So now, my gorgeous Torini, I'm going to start with the very first I'm going to start with the very first date, which is going to be quite important. It's going to be the 1st of January. I like the 1st of January so much because from the beginning, you know, from the first moment you wake up, there is something very interesting which is going to be on your mind. From the first moment you wake up on the 1st of January, something is going to be on your mind. And what is going to be on your mind is going to be completely random, but you need to think about it because you need to give more energy towards something, more attention and more care. And what needs more attention and care is going to be revealed to you the very first thing in the morning on the 1st of January 2024. And also, when it comes to the 1st of January, you know, I like this day quite a lot because you are going to learn something here. You are going to learn something. You're going to realize something, but you're also going to realize that you've learned something. And this in itself is going to require a little bit of studying, but it's also going to, it's also to do with, like, you know, this in general, it's to do with you growing, you know, with your own growth. And now, you know, what are you going to learn? It's also going to be as important, you know, for you to understand that this is going to play an important aspect when it comes to you moving forward with your life. Moving forward, this is to do with the forward planning, but it's also to do with, on one hand, things slowly but surely starting to pay off for you, and on another hand, it's to do with you starting to experience life and starting to experience things you've never experienced before. And that all means that this is the beginning of a very powerful spiritual transformation, where you are going to realize, you know, that what you need to let go and what you need to release as well. And this in itself is to do with some kind of ongoing battle in your life. I know it sounds morbid, but it's to do with an ongoing battle in your life. You're going to need to do something about it because this ongoing battle in your life is starting to affect you unnecessarily in a really, really negative way. So this is not destroying your life, but it's not doing good to you. So you really need to come to the bottom of this, my gorgeous Taurini. And it's to do with some, you know, maybe you're being really, really stubborn about something. Maybe you're being really stubborn about something here, but you really need to kind of like ground yourself and recenter yourself, and you're going to need to do something about it. So it's to do with an ongoing battle in your life, and this battle, like, really, oh my God, is draining your energy here. And it's also like kind of making you feel restricted. It's affecting your own resilience. You know, it's making you to feel trapped, restricted, and backed into a corner. And it doesn't need to be like this. So it's to do with a certain battle that you are very, very unhappy about. And it's making you really unhappy. So this is what you really need to do something about, my gorgeous Taurini. But thank God you are going to do something about this. So this is absolutely brilliant. By the time you get to the actual 5th of January, you're going to realize that you need to spend more time with one specific person in your life. On the 5th of January, you're going to realize that you need to spend more time with a specific person in your life, okay? And because by the time you get to the 5th of January, you know, you will have a very unusual experience, and that unusual experience is gonna make you feel really, really emotional. And it's going to highlight, and it's going to also make you aware of the fact how we are not alive forever. We are 5 minutes on this earth and then we move on, you know. The life goes so fast. You know, we are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 if we are lucky. You know what I mean? But life goes like this. The person who is 20 and the person who is 80, there's nothing different with these people. It's just the age. you know, just the age. In the head, people are exactly the same. It's the same spirit. Yes, I know we go through certain experiences in life, but you know, it's like our essence, our spiritual essence, you know, it's identical. So you know, this is why this is so important, you know. So you are going to have an experience, and suddenly you're going to realize you're going to be very emotional. Something is going to make you extremely emotional, but most importantly, you're going to realize that, you know, you know that you didn't know this before, but somehow you're going to be thinking how this life, you know, we are not here forever, and that in itself is immediately going to make you to think about one specific person, and that particular specific person who you're going to be thinking about on the 5th of January, you're really going to, not that you will just want to talk to that particular person, but you are gonna really reconnect with that person, and you will realize that you don't want to waste any time. And this is brilliant. This is really, really brilliant, because it's going to give you chance, you know, to maybe work on certain things, you know. It's going to give you chance to try to fix certain things as well, you know, which is ever so important indeed. So do not ignore this whatsoever. Another thing I was going to recommend you, my gorgeous Taurini, would be this absolutely very, very powerful Indian bloodstone, probably one of the most powerful crystals that you can get. Bloodstones have been used through centuries and centuries and centuries, you know, many centuries ago. One of the oldest crystals, you know, that have been, I've got my cocos hair on my nose, you know, my nose is itching me, so I don't want people to tell me again like, oh yeah, he's itching his nose, he's doing something. No baby, no, it is my cocos hair. It's like, I suppose I get a little bit sweaty, and then it just gets stuck on my nose, and then it's itching me. I'm not allergic or anything like that. It's just a hair stuck on my nose, literally. Yes, so here it's an Indian bloodstone. So Indian bloodstone is one of the most powerful crystals, and they've been using them many centuries ago. When people used to go into the battle, they would never go into the battle without having a bloodstone, because bloodstone would bring them good luck, it would protect them, and it would give them the courage and energy as well. And what they used to do also, like many centuries ago, they used to put bloodstones on top of the graves because they believed that it's going to protect people from evil spirits. On another note, bloodstone really immediately gives you a courage, and immediately kind of showers you with a very positive and powerful energy. And it also helps you to boost your immune system. It enhances your emotions, which is it balances your emotions. It balances your emotions, which is ever so important, and it helps you to live healthy and long life. This gorgeous Indian bloodstone comes with sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well. The next important date, my gorgeous Taurini, it's going to be on the 11th of January. I mean, this is going to be a really, really good day. And it doesn't surprise me. You know, number 11, numerology, very powerful. We are having a very important experience. Something happens, and we reconnect with ourselves to the point where we cannot ignore how we feel and what is right in front of us. So something is really going to inspire you on the 11th of January, like, oh my God, something is going to happen, and it's about an inspiration. My God, your spirit is going to arise. You're going to feel energized, re-energized, and you are going to become aware of this mind-blowing potential, energized potential. At that moment in time, you will light up your own path. You will lead the way, because you will decide to make a really important step here, a really important move. And an important step, an important move that you are going to make, this is going to be based purely on your emotions, how passionate you are going to feel about something. You're responding to your soul, you're responding to your spirit. Nobody else can do this for you. This is to do with you starting some kind of a new project here, an important new project. You know, this project, it's not only the part of the brand new direction in your life, which is connected to your destiny, and you must follow this. okay? But this is also at the same time going to set you free. It's going to create a powerful moment of your personal liberation. You're going to ground your light and you're going to let your soul shine. This is brilliant, because what is going to happen on the 11th of January, it's also going to allow you to be yourself. This is going to be the moment of a very powerful readjustment, and all I can say to you that the stage and the period in between the 11th and in between the 31st of January, it's going to be very, very interesting in your life. You're going to come across lots of very, very important things, and you're going to come across things that are going to start to be becoming very interesting to you. And you're going to realize, that's really strange. I've never found this interesting. You know, and these are golden moments. These are blessings that you actually have, that you should not ignore whatsoever, because this is how you will know that this is something that you need to kind of investigate, or it's something that you need to tap into. There are going to be lots of little signs and messages that you are indeed going to have. The next important date, my gorgeous Taurini, it's going to be on the 15th of January. On the 15th of January, I love this so much because it's to do with a really good news which you are going to have. This good news is going to make you feel optimistic, and it's going to also bring a courage into your life. So what is this good news all about? Let me tell you, my gorgeous Taurini, let me tell you. This good news, it's about justice. It's some kind of a justice. Whether you legally waited for some kind of a justice, whether this is a legal justice, legality, or whether you were waiting for somebody to decide something for you, okay? Whichever it is, it's gonna be positive. It's gonna be a very positive news, and you are gonna be very, very happy indeed. At around that time, you are also going to get an important message, an important advice. This advice that you are going to get at around that time, you're almost going to feel like, oh, someone is trying to patronize you or something like that. You're not going to like that advice. For some reason, you're going to find this patronizing. But my God, by the time you get to the 31st of January, and by the time you find yourself on the biggest crossroads of your life, you are going to remember this advice. Trust me, you are going to remember this advice. And this advice in itself, it's going to be primarily responsible for you taking the right path, and the path is going to be different to the one you would normally take. Congratulate yourself, my gorgeous Taurini, because after that moment in time, your life is going to change. This is why this is going to be so important. And you know why also the 15th of January is going to be so important as well, because you are going to feel like you're being valued. You're gonna feel like you're being valued, and this means this is gonna mean so much to you. You know, this is gonna mean to you so much to you when it comes to you feeling like you're being valued, because this in itself, it's really going to increase your personal power, and it's only going to really help you to reconnect with yourself, and it's going to make you aware of how much all these things that are happening right now actually mean to you. Absolutely brilliant, okay? Another thing I was going to recommend you, my gorgeous Taurini, would be this absolutely gorgeous natural crazy lace agate. Natural crazy lace agate, you know, it enhances mental function. It helps with healing, especially when it comes to inner anger and tension, and create a sense of security and safety. Absolutely brilliant. And you know what else this natural crazy lace agate does? When you wear this, you're immediately reminded of something that you need to pay attention to, and that maybe you're not, you know, so it really helps you with that particular balance. It immediately reminds you of something that you should be paying attention to, you know, that you're not, for example. So this comes with sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. The next important date, my gorgeous Taurini, it's gonna be on the 24th of January. On the 24th of January, I love this so much. Oh my God, you are going to overcome a really big obstacle and a really big problem here. Really big obstacle and a really big problem, you know. This in itself is, you know, to do with a really big, progress in your life. And to have this being so successful, you can just thank yourself for being disciplined, you know, because this requires a lot of self-discipline, for example. But the bottom line is you are going to overcome a big problem. And now when you become aware of this you know, you are really kind of, this is going to be such a beautiful and positive experience for you, which is on one hand going to give you like a confidence, you know, but then on another hand, you are really kind of going to start, you know, this is to do with your own truth, and your own truth is going to be highlighted at the same time. And when I say that this is to do with your own truth, and that your own truth is going to be highlighted at the same time, what you need to understand, my gorgeous Taurini, that it's not only about you overcoming this problem, not only about you overcoming this obstacle, but now this is also like kind of going to at the same time, look, I will show you. Where is it? Where is it? Here, look. This is not only about you overcoming a big problem and big obstacle. This is more about you also understanding at the same time that this is going to really play a big role when it comes to you having a courage and confidence. Look at this. This is going to give you a courage, and it's going to give you a confidence to actually, there you go, to transform your life. This is going to give you courage, and this is going to give you confidence to transform your life, because it's to do with like an obstacle that was really bothering you. This was really scaring you. This was really making you feel really paranoid. This was really making you feel really negative. So now you're going to understand clearly your strengths. Okay, and this is important, because this in itself is going to give you the courage to transform your life, literally. And it's going to really kind of start the process of adjustment, when you're going to start slowly but surely like floating towards the peace in your life. This is going to bring a closure, that important closure into your life. You know, certain things that you have questioning about yourself, and most certainly so much happiness. Absolutely brilliant indeed. And also the next important date, my gorgeous Taurini, sorry, it's going to be on the 31st of January. On the 31st of January, you know, this is like, look, you are going to start doing something new here. Something new is going to start. Something new. But something new that you're dedicated to, like some kind of a new stage of your life on the 31st of January. But you need to understand that there is a little bit of anxiety and fear that you're actually going to have. And when I say that the fear and anxiety, so something is going to start, something is going to begin here. But you are also going to feel a little bit of fear and a little bit of anxiety. This is natural, but you must not really kind of allow this to affect you. Sorry, you must not allow this to affect you. So something new is going to start on the 31st of January. Ignore the fear, ignore the anxiety. I think it's to do with the specific people that are very strong when it comes to their energy, and this is going to be affecting you, because you can indeed be quite sensitive, because you are in touch with the earthly energies quite a lot. So you are going to feel a little bit of fear, you are going to feel a little bit of negativity, a little bit of anxiety. But you know what, there is something really mind-blowing that is going to happen. For example, like, you know, at the end of all that, like at the end of that day, for example, something very unusual is going to happen, very spontaneous is going to happen, something which is really going to blow you away, and it's really going to surprise you. But what is going to happen, it's more about you suddenly realizing, you know, that there is so much more to this new thing that you're going to start. There is some kind of information, news and message, something that you're going to become aware of. There is so much more to it, because you were excited about this for so long. You were thinking about this for so long. Something new is going to start, but you were paranoid and negative because of the certain people maybe being involved. But you need to be strong, and you need to be happy, and you need to be excited, because then and there, by the end of that day, there is something that you're going to find out about that new thing that you started. There is so much more to it than what you thought originally. There are bright prospects, mind-blowingly bright prospects that are connected to it. So I don't want you to overreact. And I don't want you to do something silly. I don't want you to give in to this little bit of stress and anxiety that you are going to have, because these are normal feelings and emotions we all go through. Just ignore that little bastard, just ignore it, because you will see you are going to have a very, very special, unbelievable, mind-blowing reward which is going to come out of it. There is so much, so you just need to kind of stay a little bit longer. I'm not saying you're going to walk out or do something like that, but you will see exactly what I mean. So this is bringing like a really bright prospects into your life when it comes to new beginning. If you would like really give in to this fear and anxiety and a little bit of negativity, if you give that in, you would feel so silly. You would feel so silly about a week or two after, because you would find out that there is so much more to this. You only know one part of the thing here. What this is going to bring is going to be mind-blowing indeed. So this is what you need to remember, my gorgeous Taurini, just to be confident, because that in itself, it's really going to already within the next 7 days, and I am in February now. By the end of the first week of February 2024, by the end of the first week of February in 2024, you will be able to make a major choice, major choice. And you will not know about that choice on the 31st of January. Only at the end of the first week of February, you're going to find out, and you're going to be able to make a major choice. This major choice which you will be making, it's going to be the biggest breakthrough of your entire life. It's going to be leading towards the biggest breakthrough of your entire life. Like, oh my God. So now, my gorgeous Taurini, I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you in relationships. Okay, so I'm going to see what is... I can't do it without this, sorry. Okay, I might as well take this out now. Yes, so I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you in relationships, my gorgeous Taurini. What is going to happen to those of you in relationship? Are you having a little shuffle as well? Yeah, what is going to happen to those of you in relationship? You see, you are going to be planning something, and there is a problem here. You're going to be planning something, my gorgeous Taurini, when it comes to the actual relationships, okay? And you are going to run in some kind of a burden. So you're going to be talking about something very important as the couple this month, and you're going to be talking about something really important, but it's to do with the future plan. And the future plan that you will be talking about, you're not going to be able to do anything about, both of you, because you're going to run into this like a burden, something that was bothering you, both of you, and something that was affecting you when it comes to like you making a really big decisions. Now, when it comes to that particular burden that you're going to run into, do you know what? There is going to be the solution. You are going to have a solution to this by the end of this month, because you are having this very, very difficult burden. But then again, by the end of this month, you are going to have a solution for this burden, because this burden is actually going to come to an end by the end of this month. So you need to make a decision based on your future. It's to do with your future. It's to do with the future planning. So you need to make a decision based on your future, based on that decision, okay? But you have to ignore this burden. So when it comes to you planning for the future, and when it comes to you making an important decision, instead of you say, oh no, we can't do it because of this burden. No, baby, no. You don't do it like that. When it comes to you making the decision about your future, you make this decision already and leave the rest to the spirit world. Leave the rest to the spirituality. Because at the same time, this is slowly and surely going to start drifting into a completely different dimension. And it's going to be guiding you subconsciously without even you knowing, without you even being aware of it. So by the time you get to the last part of this month, you will see that this plan that you both decided to take on and that you both decided to consider seriously, it's about to become your reality. It's about to manifest. It will go on the next stage. But if you both just go negative and low, and if you both just give in to this like a burden, then you are only going to slow down, both of you, you know, but you're going to slow down yourselves, you know what I mean? So this is why this is so important. Just when it comes to this burden, just ignore it and keep on planning. And by the time you get to the last part of this month, you will see that, oh my God, something changed, okay? Because there is going to be an interesting opportunity that you're going to have, which is really going to surprise you. But the bottom line is that this is going to go along with your plan. Your plan will go from a square number 1 to square number 2, you see? So this is why you must not think about it negatively. So for those of you who are single, my gorgeous Taurini, for those of you who are single, okay, oh my God, okay. Oh my God, how interesting. So you also, my gorgeous Taurini, this is crazy. This is crazy because you're not the first sign that I'm seeing this. You know that you are going to be reminded of somebody, my gorgeous Taurini, this month. This is what those of you who are single. You're either going to see someone who you used to be with, or you're either going to see someone who you used to fancy, or you're either going to see someone who you still fancy, but that's not the right person for you. But the bottom line is that you're going to come across this person, somebody who you used to be with. And, you know, maybe it was a long relationship, maybe it was a short relationship, maybe it was serious, maybe it was not serious. But the bottom line is when you come across this person, you're going to realize that you still have feelings for this person. No, baby, no. That's important for you to reflect on it, because it's not somebody who is meant to be the part of your life. It's not, it is to do with somebody whom, you know, your karma with you two has come to an end a while back, so there is no point. But the problem is that you should see this as a blessing. You seeing someone from before and realizing that you are fancying them, that you like them. Now you need to look at this from a different angle. You need to release this and let it go, because this is something that was part of you and you were not aware of it. So every single time when you were even ready kind of to let somebody into your life, nobody would come near you, because they would just think, they would feel, you know, the closed doors energetically. So you need to open this door energetically and let somebody in. And that can only happen when you realize this and you're honest with yourself and you let this person go. Because as soon as you let this person go, you are most certainly going to let somebody really, really good in. Okay, so this is what you need to remember. Very, very important indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Taurini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.